experience to your self-worth. And remember that if everyone has their own shit, and if someone gives you feedback, then it might be about them. Yeah? Would you agree?
I would totally agree. I'm just thinking of a Cancerian I knew who was wronged at work, who I used to work with, because she wasn't allowed to talk about her connections to the union movement. And so she would come every day to work wearing a union T-shirt. And, like, that was her way of being, like, you know, rebelling. But then I had a Leo boss. So the Leo boss was like, oh, what a nice shirt. Like, I had no idea what was going on.
Didn't really care.
So,
yeah.
But, yeah, Cancerians, I think that's really good advice, to not let every experience bowl you over.
Define you.
Remember your inner beautiful water qualities.
So you mentioned your Leo boss, which is perfect timing for Leo. Leo and failure.
Yeah, they wouldn't even say failure. I don't think I've ever heard a Leo say, I failed at this. I could have done this better. It's more
transformation.
Yeah,
I failed and
I survived.
It's a beautiful experience.
Yeah, come gather round, children. I'm going to tell you the story of my experience, which is probably quite similar to everyone else's experiences, but I'm going to say it in such a way that it's important and you must listen, and yeah.
I think they do failure really well. Maybe make sure you don't blame it on others, which is a tendency that Leos kind of like not taking responsibility, putting it on other people. But yeah, you know how to do it.
Yeah, it works for them.
Turn it into a funny story or an Instagram post. Virgos in failure. Not easy.
Not good, Virgos. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Not good, but I think they really protect themselves from failure so wonderfully because they're so ornate and organized, and I was going to say controlling, but I don't think that because they're really nice, and I've got a lot of good friends that are Virgos who I think are great. But yeah, they're really organized, so they don't need to fail.
Yeah. Well, Virgos obviously hold on to routine like no one else, and Mercury retrograde is bound to create complications with your schedule and with your commute and with whatever. It is important to know, Virgos, that these things will happen. Your routine will be affected. And my advice to you, reach out, because you are the nurturing sign. You love to take care and you love to, organize things for others. But it's a good time to actually lean back. Give others the chance to pay back for all your hard effort on their last birthday.
Yeah, exactly. Or just create a new routine. So just create some crazy thing that you have to organize, like someone's 6-month overseas adventure, and just create a new routine because you're not going to be able to lean back. Yeah. I'm sorry to say. I wish you could, but yeah. So Virgos, good luck with that. It's been a tough time. And also Mercury also rules Virgos too. So Mercury retrograde is a double smushy whammy for you. So I feel you, Virgos.
On to the next sign, Libra.
Wow. How do you know all the order of the signs so immaculately?
Well, I do practice every night before I go to bed. And I also ask every person I meet what's their birthday, and then I calculate their star sign.
Wow, I don't do any of those things.
Well, it's what you get when you have an obsessive personality.
It's true.
Libra. So Libra and failure. Failure to a Libra would be feeling left out or FOMO or feeling maybe forgotten by their partner or by the people they consider loved ones, as you would call it.
I find it a hard thing to answer about the Librans because I got a lot of love for them and I don't want to see them fail. I like seeing them happy.
I know. I think Libras are great.
They're great when they're happy and they're okay. So I don't even want to think about when they fail. So
exactly.
Because they would get clingy, or they would need to just for things to be okay and balanced, and
they just text you all the time, I think, and they just wait.
Or not enough.
But Libras, just remember, if you're feeling left out, if you're feeling unloved, look back at the past year. Maybe make a list of all the times that this person actually acknowledged you. Maybe go back on your text history, see who texted first. Find all these nice little comforting moments with this person in this relationship that will make you feel happier.
Remember, every party or arrangement where you were the life of the party and made everyone around you feel really comfortable and happy, that couldn't have happened without you. So.
Yes. Now,
sorry for favouring some of the signs. I mean, I love them all. I love them all. Just some of them need to be indoors during this time and some need to be outdoors.
Next to your favorite sign, debatable, Scorpios.
Hey, Scorpios. Hey, out there. Scorpio, so for those who know a little bit about astrology, you might know that Scorpios are referred to symbolically as the phoenix rising from the ashes. They're actually the most shamanic, spiritual sign that is actually meant to soar when there's an apocalypse. So they deal with adversity traditionally quite beautifully. As we've spoken about too many times on this podcast, the Scorpion person, does have a sting in their tail. So when things aren't going too well for Scorpios, that lovely little water sign, they might sting those that have wronged them or those that they perceive to have wronged them. But when things are going well and a Scorpio is in their element, they really can rise through any challenge, be it someone, giving them a wink or something that they didn't want, or the apocalypse.
Yeah, which are both options are possible at a time like this.
Definitely.
Scorpios, I think our advice to you would be think before you speak, think before you sting, do whatever you want. You'll come on top anyway. And from our Scorpios to Sagittarius.
I have to wait for you to say what the sign is because I can't remember. Sagittarius. So me and Ty were talking a little bit about how, in the zodiac, Sagittarius is the sign that's known to be the most optimistic of all the star signs. However, neither of us know any Sagittarians that fit into that way of being. I mean, Britney Spears is a well-known Sagittarius who you're obviously obsessed with, who's really positive and optimistic despite all of the stuff that's been thrown at her.
Britney is a perfect person to learn from about failure because she fucking failed hard. And she really came on top. And if we can learn one thing from her is that Sagittarius, if you just let them, they will run barefoot in the 7-Eleven at 2 a.m. followed by paparazzi with one boob hanging out. Like, they'll do that. Just give them a chance. But once you get them into a routine, like Britney has, successful world tour, successful Vegas
not allowed
residency.
To leave her house.
She's not allowed to leave her house. She's not allowed to purchase anything without her dad's signature.
Yep.
Once you do that, they seem pretty happy.
Sky's the limit.
They seem pretty numb and happy.
It's true, actually, because she also has her ongoing gig in Las Vegas. So she performs the same show again and again and again with a couple of outfit changes and like 20 hot, ripped dancers.
Yes.
So she really has come out on top.
So Sagittarius, maybe find these optimistic traits that everyone's talking about but we never saw and get a routine, try to be comfortable, maybe give your dad your wallet and see what they want you to buy. Capricorn, our next sign, Capricorn.
Oh, wow. Capricorns, again, do they even fail? I don't think I've seen any of them ever fail. I think they actually also thrive when they fail. It's when they soar and they push and they're quiet about it. They're just quietly achieving great goals and walking bit by bit up that mountain.
It's true, but I think that because they are so successful in what they do and they're so dedicated, failure could be a hit because it's a moment of not understanding, wait, how? I calculated everything. I thought about everything and still it didn't work. So for the Capricorns, I would say maybe, we gave all these other signs advice for how to deal with the failure. Maybe for Capricorns, just fail. Just experience.
Try it out.
Just experience what we feel every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just fail and that's okay. You'll get to the top of the mountain. You're the GOAT. Yeah. Don't worry. Next, Aquarius and failure.
I think they just run away. I don't think I think they just skip town.
Yeah, I don't know how much of goals, setting goals, how much of it they do, Aquarians people.
It seems beneath them.
Because a lot of things are very easy for them. Like they'll be the person in the class that listening to everyone else giggling like, I know this shit, or they're always good at what they do. So I feel like failure they don't really get to experience it. Yeah, I don't know, Aquarius, actually, if you want to send us maybe more insight about that.
Yeah, like, who are you? I feel like maybe they're writing some songs or making music as well. Like, they're quite creative.
Yeah.
So they could be channeling that into those pursuits. But I do agree with you that they're maybe not really identifying with the whole concept of failure. So that's a great, another way of dealing as well, which is wonderful.
And the last sign of the zodiac, we started with Aries, the child, and we're finishing with Pisces.
The fish.
The
child.
fish, but also Pisces is known to be the wise sign.
That wise old fish.
Yeah, the sign that they take a little bit of every sign and then they finish the zodiac with their wisdom and their obscurity. Is that a word?
Yes.
Pisces and failure. I feel like Pisces, they either constantly feeling failure because they are so disoriented and they're never on time. They never fill out the sheets that they needed for this office. They never pay the bills. And there is still war going on somewhere at the moment that they probably are sad about. So it's really easy to get into this blue mood. So Pisces, maybe go on YouTube and watch some videos of a cat helping a dog.
Yes, a panda sniffing.
Sniffing what?
I don't know. Well, just pandas, or just fill yourself with positive, warm, nourishing images and
escapism.
Yeah, escape. And look, Pisces is known to be the star sign of escapism. So they're known to be the ones that are prone to addictions and substance use. So, you know, you can go down that road and no judgment, but you can also go and binge watch your favorite TV show, or Nailed It, a new TV show to have a look at on Netflix. You can do either of those things and that will be okay and that will help you heal. You don't need to go and move to Iraq. No. They don't need you.
You're not going to save them.
And again, Rihanna, our favorite Pisces. Just think about Riri. Look at her.
Watch her video. Be inspired.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. We really hope we offered somewhat of comfort to your state. Hang in there. The planets are going to, you know, be normal again very, very soon. And hopefully we will be normal again, or whatever our definition of normal is, very, very soon. And we hope to see you next time on Astrology Roast.